Hey guys, I just wanted to do my review for the Supergirl season finale, which continues right from where last week's episode continued, in which a mind-controlled Alex in a kryptonite suit and with a kryptonite sword is battling Supergirl, and because of her reluctance to kill her sister in combat, Alex nearly kills Kara until Martian Manhunter flies Eliza, her mother, into National City, and was able to convince her to say by saying that their father, you were one of the strongest people in our family. Your father would look down and be proud of what you've accomplished, and is able to break through the mind control effects of Myriad to save Alex. And Supergirl is able to do the same through the broadcast of that old TV station with Maxwell Lord's help to the people of National City, that how she felt at home, how much the love of the city has touched her, and how in return that she wants them to have hope to fight back and not to give in to the dire situation they're in. And that's what kind of breaks them free from the mind control of Myriad. It pretty much resolves the whole Myriad plot pretty much in the beginning, probably within like the first 10 minutes of the episode, or so we're told, because Indigo convinces Non to just magnify the effects of Myriad to the point where it will cause cranial damage, and it's cause everybody's heads to implode. It's basically, have you ever seen X2 X-Men United, that scene in which first Stryker and then Magneto, where Stryker tried to use resurrecting Cerebro to make everybody kill all mutants on the planet, make all their heads implode, and Magneto tried the same thing with the human race. It's pretty much what's going on with the latter, and it was also confirmed from back in, I think it was foreshadowed in World's Finest, that that's what would cause people to be hospitalized, because they make a call back to that, and how they've been suffering from headaches, and people who are already hospitalized since then have been suffering from headaches. And Maxwell Lord comes into the DEO and tells everybody that the effects of Myriad, the signal's been increased tenfold, and how it's going to kill everyone on the planet in a matter of hours. Basically, you get to see Superman, or just basically the bottom, basically his legs and cape. He's unconscious, and you know what? Who gives a fuck? They can't have Superman on the show, so we're just gonna have snippets of him. Whatever. John Jones is still being handcuffed and still recovering from his injuries from his fight with Indigo, and Lucy's still pissed that General Lane still wants him held captive as a prisoner, until Lucy decides to ignore his orders and basically have him freed. But not before Kara realizes that she's gonna go into a final battle with basically Non and the entire Kryptonian army, and Maxwell Lord knows that she'll be able to handle it, but he also takes the time to remind her that this is probably a suicide mission, and that she might not come back from this, which is why she goes to Win, Kat, and James, telling them how much they've all meant to her. And of course, James, he even tells James that she doesn't want to pursue a relationship because of the fact that she's gonna have to go on a suicide mission. And both Kat and James show concern by the way she's talking to them, as if it's a final goodbye. That James alerts Lucy to what's going on, who then tells Johns about what's going on, and says that she doesn't think she's going to be able to come back from this, and that she has to take these guys on alone. but then like but then it feels like it under the whole like tension of the whole tension of it is like just undercut by the fact that they Indigo decides to tell Non to basically, since humans can't be controlled, just basically just wipe out the human, just basically use Myriad to just kill the human race, since they're going to destroy themselves over time through their, at least from their perspective, and they can go use Myriad, take Fort Ross back into space, and go colonize it. Or take sleeper pods, launch sleeper pods from Fort Ross into space, and go colonize a new world. And it turns out that Fort Ross was basically in the middle of the desert Nevada, and it turns out the government always knew that, but because they figured, stealth technology kept it hidden from public viewing, and so they decided to just declare like a nuclear testing site. But of course, then everybody's like acknowledges like how careless it was if they didn't put any like precautionary measures to make sure that the prison wouldn't be used by any Kryptonians, or that it wouldn't come back to bite them in the ass, basically. So that's where Supergirl heads off, and Martian Manhunter accompanies her, and they both get into a fight with both Indigo and Non. They get into Supergirl and Non get into a battle. Like, their final face-off is basically using their heat visions on one another, and Kara comes out victorious, and I guess seems to like, I guess it kills him, or just, I guess it really kills him. It's like his eyeballs are burnt and he's just lying there, like. And then Martian Manhunter, even after taking another stab wound from Indigo, is able to use his what strength he has left to like rip Indigo in half, and her last gloating word is saying how Fort Ross can't launch into space, and that the only way to stop Myriad is basically to take it out into space. And gloats that Supergirl won't be able to do that, but Supergirl realizes that she has to fly Fort Ross into space in order to save Earth. But I don't know why, but for some reason they seem to say it's like, oh, but when you get into space, you'll have no atmosphere to breathe, and you have no gravity in order to fly. And I don't know, I haven't, holy crap. Do people on this show, like, do their research and know how Kryptonian physiology works? Because I don't know if this is, like, their attempt to try to apply realism to the whole situation, or stakes, or because it feels like, kryptonite doesn't, like, necessarily weaken, or either depowers, Kara, like the blue kryptonite did to Clark on Smallville, or now it's saying that it's like she can't breathe, she'll like die, she'll die from like lack of oxygen and stuff like that, or something like that. So, oh god, I don't know. So she does fly into outer space. She does lose consciousness, but not before Kara tells Alex that, to go find their Jeremiah, Alex's biological father, Kara's adoptive father, and said that everything she did was because she had a good life, and she wants to let Alex go live her own life, and not focusing so much about worried about protecting her. But Alex loves her too much to let her die, so she's able to fly Kara's pod, which she arrived on Earth, that was kept at the DEO, out into space to save her and bring her back to the base once Fort Ross is sent into the Earth, leaves Earth's atmosphere. So basically, it ended on a pretty happy note in which John Jones is reinstated as the head of the DEO, with Lucy Lane staying on board. And it turns out that Cat Grant is promoting Kara and giving her own office. We don't know what role she's going to have specifically, but she's just told that her pay is not going to be the same and is not going to be windowless office. But and then of course they're going to have like a celebratory dinner. And Kara and company are going to have a celebratory dinner. You know, James and Kara make their relationship official. And you know, Eliza was told that Jeremiah was going to be found eventually and rescued from Katniss. And just so they're having a toast, they see a fireball crash in National City. Supergirl and Martian Manhunter go to investigate it and see it's another Kryptonian ship. And we see Kara open up to see who or what's inside, and we just see a shocked look on her face before it cuts to the credits. So I don't know. It just seems like, I mean, it was pretty much predictable finale, to be honest. I mean, like I said, there was like a total lack of tension. The sort of gaps in logic, you know, Superman, how the stuff they had to do to like incapacitate him or take him out of the picture, and Kara not breathing in space and crap like that, and I mean, it was like good. I mean, it was a little bit cheesy, but I mean, you know, Supergirl, this whole franchise, Supergirl, Superman's always been about, you know, hope, about having hope and optimism, and also just trying to keep your chin up, and you know, just trying to better your lives, better one's lives, and always face adversity head on, stuff like that. So I can't really fault it too much, since this has been like the nature of this neck of the woods of the DC universe. I don't know. I guess I give it like a 6 out of 10. Again, like I said, it's pretty underwhelming finale. Like I said, I enjoyed this show. I mean, it has its flaws, and hopefully maybe they'll bring in some new writers if this gets renewed for a season 2. I would like this to get renewed for a season 2 because it has potential, and it's been addressing. It has shown a great deal of improvement over the season, and I think it deserves a second chance. I know it's been a divisive show for some people, but I still feel like it's one of the better. I still feel like this could be like go like the same route as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where it's like it gets better with each season. So what do you guys think of the season finale, and what do you guys think of the TV show as a whole? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.